and it's a bad one. So we're driving down the road and we're kind of happy to be getting out of getting out of the hotel and away from Dujardin. And we get flagged down on the road and we see just the back side of the truck because we're coming up from behind it. And we're the only vehicle, it's about 50, 75 miles outside of the city. So there's nothing out there. We come around the corner and the driver's frantic and he sees the Red Cross and he immediately assumes we're a medical team and we're just an interpreter to more or less IT tech types guys and the driver. And by the time that's all figured out, which is about 5 minutes of translation, the gentleman laying in the ditch here passes away. So we saw he was breathing when we got there. And, there was nothing I don't think anybody could have done with him because that whole front of the truck, that's his body impact. So that's, yeah. I haven't, fortunately, in my lifetime, have never really witnessed somebody dying on the side of the road, and I don't want to do it again. On a lighter note, a few miles from that location are sandstone dunes. Now, when I saw this, being an avid mountain biker and have lived in the West and ridden Moab, Utah more times than I can count, I said, first thing I said is, where's my bicycle? Well, it's a few hundred miles away. So I'd love to go back there and I would love to try to explore. I figured it was about 50 square miles of this just by looking at Google Earth shots. So definitely a place to look at. I mentioned before getting close to the Aral Sea. I was working in the oil industry. I was rebuilding a 1,500 man oil camp. Their food service and their housing facilities to bring up the quality of life for them. And I looked at this area at the top because it was still producing fish. The UN had built a dam across here to try to retain the top part. This part is almost gone now, if you look at maps. So I went out in a Jeep and took the drive. It's about 150